Welcome back to The Explainer. I am so excited you're here today because we're unlocking the absolute ultimate guide to the Texas Parks booking system. You know, if you've ever dreamed of a perfect weekend getaway under that vast Texas sky, but just felt, well, completely overwhelmed by the logistics of actually securing a spot, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to decode the entire system right here, right now, so you can lock in that perfect getaway. Seriously, if you've ever tried to snag a spot at world-renowned locations like Big Bend Ranch or the incredibly popular Galveston Island State Park, you already know the struggle. The demand is absolutely sky high. Waiting until the last minute? Yeah, that's a guaranteed way to miss out. Securing your slice of the wilderness definitely requires a plan, and more importantly, it requires knowing exactly how this online reservation system works before those digital gates even open. So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. Texas camping basics. 2. The reservation process. 3. Insider tips for success. 4. Managing your reservation. 5. Resources and guidelines. And 6. Ready for your adventure. All right, let's just jump right in. Section 1. Texas camping basics. Okay, before you even think about logging onto the reservation system, you need to know exactly what kind of experience you're actually looking for. Texas state parks are incredibly diverse, and so are the ways you can camp in them. The variety is honestly fantastic. You've got full hookup sites, that means water, electric, and sewer, perfect for the RV crowd. Or if you want something a bit simpler, there are water and electric only or just basic drive-up sites. Now, looking for a rustic escape? You'll definitely want to check out the walk-in tent sites, deep backcountry hiking spots, or even the equestrian facilities. Knowing these categories is absolutely crucial, because this is exactly how you're going to filter your search in the booking portal. Now, it's really important we clear up two of the most frequently misunderstood terms in the system. When you see walk-up, it doesn't mean you can just, arrive without a reservation. Nope. It actually means you park your car in a designated lot and physically carry your gear a short distance to the site itself. ADA sites, on the other hand, are specifically designed to meet ADA requirements for accessibility. Getting this distinction right ensures you know exactly what to expect when you finally pull into the park. Okay, another absolutely vital basic rule: vehicle and occupancy limits. To protect the natural resources, and honestly, just ensure a quality experience for everyone, most individual campsites have a super strict 8-person and 2-vehicle limit. And guys, this is not a suggestion. So choose your favorite 7 friends wisely. If you do bring an excess vehicle, you're going to face additional fees, and you'll likely have to park that extra car all the way at a visitor center with a valid permit displayed. So keep your group size in mind to avoid any surprise fees or logistical nightmares. Section 2, the reservation process. Now let's shift gears to the actual mechanics of booking. I'm going to be your personal guide walking you through the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department's Reserve America system so you can navigate it with total confidence. The whole process basically boils down to 4 straightforward steps. First, you log in or create an account. Second, you search by your desired park, specific dates, and those essential amenities we just talked about. Third, and this is a really great feature, you can actually select a specific campsite right on the park map that best meets your needs. Finally, you just confirm your details and pay securely via credit card. Now here is a crucial point that trips up so many people. Listen closely. If you have stayed overnight in a Texas state park or purchased a park pass anytime in the last 3 years, do not create a new account. You already have one in the system. Creating a duplicate account can cause some major headaches. Instead, just use the Look Up Your Account feature on the sign-in page to retrieve your existing login info. Trust me on that one. So if you're wanting to camp during peak season, you need to literally burn these timelines into your memory. Day passes can be reserved up to 1 month in advance, but for overnight camping, that window opens exactly 5 months in advance, right at 8 a.m. Central Time. For the highly coveted parks, you need to be logged in and clicking reserve right as the clock strikes 8. Punctuality here is literally the difference between securing an epic weekend memory and completely missing out. Also, keep in mind you can reserve a maximum of 5 sites per online transaction. Section 3. Insider tips for success. We've covered the basics, but now I want to share the strategies that will give you a massive competitive edge. Consider this your savvy friend's guide to beating the system. The Texas State Parks Pass is honestly an absolute game changer. For a flat annual fee, this pass gets you unlimited free entry to more than 80 state parks for an entire year. And the best part? It's not just for you. It actually covers you and a carload of up to 14 guests. It just completely removes that mental barrier of entrance fees, making it so much easier to justify those spontaneous, last-minute trips into nature. But the value goes way beyond just the entrance fees. Pass holders also get access to express lanes at busy parks, meaning you get to just skip that long line at the entrance station. You also get priority notifications about new events, plus some really nice discounts on camping reservations and park store merchandise. And, the absolute best part? 100% of the revenue from these passes goes directly back into maintaining and improving our state parks. Okay, but what if the park you really want is completely booked? Well, here is the ultimate insider tip. Because high-demand sites sell out practically instantly, savvy campers use third-party tracking services like Outdoorism and CampNab. These services use automated bots to constantly monitor the state park database for cancellations. The literal second someone drops a reservation, these tools send you a real-time SMS or email alert, allowing you to swoop right in and grab the spot. It is a brilliant workaround for those sold-out weekends. Section 4. Managing your reservation. Look, life happens, right? Sometimes plans change. It is vital that you understand how to navigate the system's strict modification and cancellation rules so you aren't caught off guard by unexpected fees. So here is the timeline you're working against. If you make a change or cancel your reservation 5 days or more before your arrival date, the penalty is very reasonable. It's just $10 or the amount you paid, whichever is less. However, if you wait until less than 5 days before your arrival date to cancel or change things up, you will forfeit all of your fees. The big takeaway here? Always finalize your plans early. Let's also be really clear about what actually triggers that penalty. It isn't just for complete cancellations. You're also going to be charged if you drop any specific dates from an existing reservation, if you push your arrival date back, or even if you simply downgrade to a lower-priced site within the same park. The system treats all of these as chargeable changes. So just make sure you're totally confident in your dates before you hit that final confirm button. Section 5. Resources and guidelines. To guarantee a really smooth trip once your site is actually booked, you need to utilize the supplementary tools available to you and, of course, respect the essential park guidelines. Let's explore those right now. First things first, keep this phone number handy, 512-389-8900. That is the customer service center, and they are incredibly helpful if you need to book group sites or happen to encounter any system issues. I also highly recommend downloading the official State Park app and utilizing their online discovery maps to scout your specific campsite locations. Oh, and here is a massive time saver. You can actually print your pre-purchased stay passes right at home. Just pop it on your dashboard and you can skip the check-in line entirely. Finally, let's talk about park stewardship. A critical rule across these parks, specifically highlighted in fragile environments like Big Bend Ranch State Park, is that gathering down firewood is strictly prohibited. And why does this matter? Well, because that downed wood is absolutely critical to the survival of the local desert ecology. It provides essential shelter and nutrients. So always plan ahead and bring your own firewood with you so we can keep these parks pristine for generations to come. Section 6. Ready for your adventure. We are in the home stretch. You now have a complete toolkit to conquer the reservation system, secure your site, and prepare for an unforgettable Texas outdoor experience. Before we wrap up this explainer, a quick but really important reminder. Park rules, specific facility fees, and reservation policies are always subject to change by the state. So, while we've covered the core framework today based on the official guidelines, it's always your responsibility to verify the latest details directly on the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department website before you finalize your travel plans. You know the timelines, you know the insider tricks like cancellation scrapers, and you understand exactly how to navigate the portal. The hard part is over. Now comes the fun part. With some of the most beautiful wilderness in the country literally just a click away, where will your Texas adventure begin? Get online, set those 8 a.m. alarms, and go claim your campsite. Thanks for learning with us today on The Explainer.